Hey, it's pasthisprime here and welcome back to Endzone, A World Apart. We're continuing our second campaign playthrough, I think it is. And, what did we do? I think we researched some wind power. And we are trying to construct a few. We also started to place out this sort of like second area, I guess it is, with a market and a campfire and a shelter and things like that. So I guess we're going to start putting people down here at some point. We still have a trade thing to build, and like I said, we've got the power, which will hopefully speed up our research and a few things like that. So let's get it moving. We're doing this as well, so we're trying to get medicine still. We have to up our production limit to be even able to do these. And what we probably should do is do an expedition, because we have sort of been not doing them. So what options have we got? We've got a factory, an interesting location. Well, that's the closest. Well, there's quite a few things around, isn't there? Lots of them. How do you go back to the first one? Oh, well, I could have seen up here how many there were. So let's go to the closest one. We may as well. Let's just keep it close and slowly work our way around. So that one's... We already did that. Oh, so that's sort of... I guess you can go back. So let's mark that for salvaging. And let's... Wait, why doesn't it even want to scout? Have we already scouted it? Okay, we've already scouted it, so it doesn't really matter. Send a few. Oh, so it's so close they don't even want food. Alright, so... Okay. I guess these little close ones don't really matter much. Right, let's speed up. I think we play usually on really fast, don't we? What? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Who the hell died? Oh, this is telling me where they work. Okay, so is there better options than taking people out of areas? So that's saying settler. Is that all we've got? One settler. No, there's one. Hang on. Let's just go with settler. No? You either can't search for it or that's all there is. Ah, damn. I thought you could search by type. That would have been so much better because these people are not in jobs. So why not send them? I reckon four's enough. Let's hope they don't die this time. Oh, we've got one farm, wind farm up. It's providing 300. You've got electricity. Now let's pause for a second. So how do you know how much you... Here we go. So you siphoned 50. So there's no reason why we couldn't put some poles around. What? Confused. There we go. We'll start with that. Okay, so it literally tells you your energy surplus, but I would imagine... Is that after I put the poles down or before? Yeah, what we need to do is get some batteries. Settlers with no protective clothing. Really? Okay, you're doing the expensive stuff. Please go back to scarves. It's because I stopped them being able to use it. Failed mission task. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Wow, we ran out again. The bloody medicine gets us every time. Oh, this feast is gonna expire extremely quickly, right? Do you think we can treat ourselves to that chief? Let's do it. Okay, well that was an easy one. I'm happy with that. Hey Chief, our researchers have come up with a new idea. They're not quite sure yet whether their plan could work. You could provide them with a few materials that begin with some tests right away. These new tests have brought us a load of empirical experience. We can certainly put this new knowledge to good use if we devote ourselves to our research. Oh, we got a research point. Aha. We have no new... I don't understand why... Go to the forum to look at it. Open missions to do. Open missions to do. Missing resources to repair this building. I don't know why that notification is there. It's a little off-putting, to be honest. Needs metal. Yeah, we're short of metal. Okay, so let's have a look. It says we have 150 surplus. What? What do you mean it's not hooked up to the power? Wait, did I? Because I put a power pole in, it disconnected the power from it. You're joking, aren't you? Building cannot be hooked up to the power. That one is, though. Alright, we'll see what happens now. Target reached. Okay. What should we do? Oh, is that all there is to do? Maybe we had already done this one and... Okay. Loot and return. Safe trip home. Alright, well, we'll let them come home. We're gonna build that stuff. Why? Okay, so hang on a second. We've got power here. Ooh, minus 150. That's not great. Okay, I'm gonna see. Can we join up? It's hard to see the lines. Yeah, let's not go any higher just yet. Okay. We'll get those poles in and then we'll see what happens. The expedition returned home. Potential loot is stored in the expedition station. Excellent. Okay, hang on. Let's have a look at our research. You need 3 for solar collector, which then you go to batteries. Damn it. I guess we wait then. We have 2. And we are pushing forward for another one. Active deactivates. Okay, so hang on a second. Let's have a look. Minus 350. Okay, we haven't got that joined up yet. How do you tell if they're all joined? Is there a... There is a view. Okay. Okay, there's a gap there. And in theory, that'll join that up. It's probably still not enough, but it's a start, and we will move up. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be good. Okay. Let's have a look. More and more dead bodies are accumulating in our streets, Chief. You really ought to see to it that to give these more understand. You wanted another mortician. Sure. I'll do that. Okay. Now, what was I thinking? Expedition. Okay, let's have a look. So, we will mark that for salvaging. So, does it just naturally jump to the next one, does it? Okay. Fine. Waiting for free scouts. Do we not have any? You can chuck in a couple of extras. What are you unhappy about? Bodies, whatever that is, lives in unattractive surroundings. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, so you aren't happy there. They're all good. So we need to do something about making this more attractive. Okay. So that's interesting. Why is that one sort of even? All right, let's go with some decorations. What's the cheapest? Well, we want cheap or we just want good? A wind chime. No, that's metal. Let's just stick with wood. Hedge is good. Put some street lamps in. Okay, we'll see what that does. It might make people a little bit happier. Oh, these guys going. Still need bullets. Need lots more bullets. We're a little short on metal right now. What's happening? Okay, now, let me just have a look. So, can we scout multiple areas? Ongoing scouting mission. Yeah, we can scout 3 at a time. Oh, let's do that. Okay, we've still got a blackout with the power. Let's have a look now. Okay, so... are we still waiting for that one? Or, oh, no, that's that one. Wow. That is a lot of power. That's because all of these use massive amounts of power. Okay, so we can deactivate some buildings, right? So I'm going to deactivate power on that. What is that? You know what? I'll leave that on. Research we're definitely leaving on. I think we can turn the power off on that. Bullets I'm going to leave on. Herbal hut. The wood I said we'll leave. Scrapper I'm going to leave. What are you? Food. Right, we're going to turn off you. I think I'll leave all you guys going. Coal. We'll turn you off. What did that get us to? Minus 600. Alright, not enough still. Coal. Coal is pretty good. Let's turn that off. Okay, what do these cost? 6. We have enough. What I want to do is let's put another one in. Right there. Still over though. Let's turn the electronics off for a bit. You know what? We don't need to power the wood. It's 200. That's fine. All right, we're gonna power everything. Don't worry, we're gonna get there. But we just want power to be going as much as we can. All right, what do we got? Which ones? Hang on. What happened to the other ones? I thought that was closer. Oh, I don't think there was actually. Right, it's me, Chief. One of the scouts came across a house with a strange symbol on it. 2 snakes entwined on a stick with wings. I think I saw that once in one of the medical manuals we had back in the Endzone. The house is run down, but there might still be some medical supplies left in there that we could really use back at camp. Okay, medic badges, advantage, educated, metal tools, scrap collector badge. Alright, so you want... So we could get you. Hang on. Okay, so we can get you. Settler badge. Settler badges. Is that? Oh, they're different type of badges. No, I was thinking 4. Let's go 4. Tools. We want metal. Protecting clothing doesn't matter. I mean, I never know how much to send. That'll do. Okay, we've still got one person not happy. Are these not built or they just didn't do enough? -5. Okay, pause. Alright, let's do a little hedge thingy. Okay, we'll see if that fixes it up. Okay, what do you guys want? Oh, not much at all. Research in the area of living space. A test for the economy. Balanced diet. Your settlers are very satisfied, Chief. To enable their good mood to be pepped up even further, I suggest that we fit them out with the best equipment we can manufacture. However, that might end up being a major burden on the economy. It's your call. Why doesn't... I wish it would tell you what you've got to actually make. Our researchers have come up with the idea to give a new technology a try. Their idea is to perform research on a decree that could bring your settlers to relax less and focus more on their work, but they want your permission to allow to begin. Hello, Chief. Our settlers are complaining that their diet is very lopsided. They'd be glad if you were able to organize more variety into their meal plan. Gather food from different sources. Where am I supposed to get another source? You want me to build another orchard or something? What have we got? You're doing walnuts. We don't have any other seeds. Don't have any of those either. That's where probably trading would have come in. I think we might be failing this one. Okay, let's build. Okay, that's not the button, you fool. Let's do that again. Without deleting it this time. Okay. Hopefully it'll get built now. We have 3 research. Why is it locked? You need one of these? Ah, damn. Okay. Okay, I like the idea of a refinery. Wow, that is cheap. Are you serious? A hemp weaving mill produces cloth from hemp. That's probably another good way to get cloth, isn't it? Okay, let's do a little one. Let's have a look at our scrap. 366. Yeah, we would have to use all our scrap to pay for that thing. Okay, so we need to build this to get our trade going. What about our power? Okay, we have 100 surplus. That's literally all we have. Okay, so we've got a few things scouted. Oh, so you can scout, but you can't send any more expeditions. Okay. So be it. Alright, what happened with our... Nice, okay. I don't think they're not even finished building yet. So that'll come up a little higher. We have an epidemic. What would this cost to power it? Research was performed on the hemp. Epidemic has broken out. So we did that. We just can't get this food thing. Okay, I am tempted to turn that on. That's 150. Okay, it would be 50 short. You're not. Please tell me. Okay, we have a fair bit of plastic. Which one's doing plastic? You. Okay, turn you off. We haven't got a person in here. Logistician. Just gonna check our numbers here for a minute. So have we had a few people die? Because seem to have lost a few numbers. Okay, what are we doing? How do we do this again?
Hi there. I'm Susan Melfi, meteorologist and flying saleswoman for a versatile number of, versatilities. I have a whole range of things your settlement can definitely make good use of. Maybe we could do some business, huh?
Okay. What do I even want? Not plastic. Not that. Yeah. Maybe? I mean, what would you even charge me for that? I mean, how about we just go with bare minimum, hey? It's not going to make you real happy, but, you know.
I'd be willing to agree to that. It seems to me as if it might have been a good idea to land here. I think that if I'm able to close such wonderful, truly great deals here, then I'll drop by more often. Can we shake on this one?
Sounds like you're ripping me off. What's the dead body? Unpleasant experience. Huh. Okay. Whatever. Can we stop following? Yeah, this is the problem. We're not going to get to that. What is happening with our expedition? Man, it's taking a long time to get there. What we want is some seeds. That's what I want. I want seeds, man. Seeds. Now, I was thinking of building another one, wasn't I? But I didn't. Is that because metal is such a big problem? Probably. Let me just check something. Okay, we are doing down here to clear this path. Okay. The trade has been done.
We've arrived at the location, Chief. The house must have been an old medical practice. I can imagine that people before us already scoured this place, but we'll check anyway. At least it'll be easy to get inside. The door's not locked.
So how does it look inside? We're standing in the doorway now. There's a staircase to the upper floor, and these must have been a waiting room and treatment room down here. Okay. 4 settlers. Oh, we're okay. I'd say someone must have already combed through all the desks and cabinets in here. There's just some old patient files left. We can probably learn something from them, and we'll strip some of the furniture for scrap. Otherwise, that's pretty much it on this floor. But we did find a stairway down to the basement in the back. What's down there? There's a metal door at the end of the stairs. We'll try and force it open. Sure, we'll try our best to bust that thing open. Oh my god, well, the door's open now, but it wasn't locked to hide valuables. There are hospital beds lined up all along the walls here, with a skeleton on each and every one of them. Just lying there, hands folded, looks almost peaceful. In the back of the room, there's a skeleton sitting at a desk, a grimy white doctor's coat still on its shoulders, and its fingers wrapped around a syringe. Guess they must have chosen death over the fate that awaited them after the incident. We could scavenge the bodies, Chief, but we won't feel too good about it. Some settlers of this expedition receive a negative effect on their confidence. Yeah, I don't personally care. Okay, so you've done that one. So let's go to the upper floor. That doc must have lived right over his office. Everything's pretty much in ruins up here. Someone else must have already been here before us. Nothing left but rubble. Ah, wait a second. A few old dirty sheets at least. Spotted by one of our hardcore scrap collectors. Okay, so that is all done. Pack full. Okay, so we want to make sure we grab all the medicine. Cloth. I don't know. Do you take the scrap instead? Metal? No, that's better. Plastic's pretty good. Should have brought more people. Maybe we should just come with everybody next time. I don't think it's not worth coming back for the little bit left, so let's do that. Okay, so they'll come back. How did we drop to 8? How do you manage to do that? I don't know. I wish you could do more than one, because it's like, okay, well, we just have to let all these go while we're trying to do this and failing. Oh, that looks good. I mean, that's average. We could possibly try and improve the quality of that one. Expedition returned. Okay.
The old bones, hey? Hey, don't stare like that. Or do you like what you see? But old T. Barry even got much better things in store. I know how to make customers happy. Take your time, look around. I'm sure we'll do business with each other.
I reckon people that like joints. What's it going to cost us for that? Scrap, metal, beer. Oh, scrap tools. Scrap, bit of mushrooms. Oh. Jeez, okay, it jumps really quickly, doesn't it? We're going to ease into this. I'm not going to give her too much. That's 10 joints. That's pretty pathetic. We go to 20.
That sounds fair. A nice, agreeable deal, and with such a good-looking gem to boot.
I think if we get this reputation up,
but hurry up.
We'll
Even
get better
though I'd
deals.
love to stick around to show you the added advantages of making a deal with O.T. Barra, nonetheless, duty calls.
But I would imagine that means you have to go up in the green. Which is going to cost a lot. That's what I imagine. I wonder if you could have got the food from, say, being from the food. Okay, so... So what happened to the doctor's office? Did that automatically go? There's a bar. Or a diner. We go to the diner. Alright, so you want... What is this? Explorer badge. We don't have anybody with an Explorer badge. Well, that's a shame. It doesn't say we need anything else, we just don't have the badge. You know what? We did not use anywhere near as much food. Is that action points per person? I'm gonna go with 5. We're gonna have to... I need to work this action point thing out, because it seemed like I was just threw points away for nothing. What are we up to? Research. We got... Oh, we didn't do anything with the hemp. Hang on. Let's pause. What? Resources. Hemp weaving. A hemp weaving mill produces cloth from hemp. So do you need a farm for that, or you just... I guess we'll build it and we'll see what happens. And while we're at it, let's have a look. House. I still want this. I can't do it without a research point or whatever that thing is, and we can't get one of those yet. So we could do the refinery. Or we could continue with cheap. I don't really care about that one. I'm not that fussy at the moment. Alright, we're going to research that then, I guess. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt big time. Needs fruit. Oh, is that from our orchard? Yeah, well, can't do much about it. How are we going with the batteries? Metal. Bullets. Still need more bullets. Hang on, let's have a look. Turn the power off for a minute. Needs hemp. Okay, so how How do I get hemp? Hemp. Sunflower, pineapple, coffee, black salsify, hemp. Okay, we don't have a seed for it. So that says to me, you can be deactivated because you're of no value to me right now. So that was a bit of a, I guess, a wasted resource right now. Now, that's the only thing we can mine, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. Let's just stick that. What are our supplies here? How much? What is it called? I've forgotten it. Sulfur. Oh, we got plenty. Alright, well. We could increase our power. You need metal. Metal's still a big problem. Okay, it looks like we got another trader.
Ole Sørensen at your service. We sell food items and water of the finest quality and quantity. Especially nowadays, you can use all these delicacies to turn your settlement into a little spot worth living in.
Okay, we could buy some beer off, yeah? What if I wanted like 20 beer? What would I have to pay you? Jeez, what about some sulfur? Oh yeah, well we could do that. What if we give him a good deal? Not that good. Give him a good deal, just a tiny little beer. Build our reputation up. Well, you know what? Let's go higher. Let's go for 50. We'll add a little bit of plastic in there. Sweeten the deal. Oh. Hang on. No, go back to what I had. Oh, so that's an automatic setting to make it fair. Okay.
This case here truly deals with a genuine gourmet. If I'd been aware of that before, we would have already come here more often. Ole Sørensen would be willing to go for this deal.
Okay. Alarming rumors have reached our ears. Apparently a force of raiders is assembling right near us, and it won't be long before they try to attack us. You ought to make sure that our defenses are able to withstand an attack. Good luck with that one. Alright, well, that is that. Geez, we fulfilled that pretty quick, didn't we? Yeah, metal is still a big problem. Yeah, we can't even fulfill this research, which is not great. But we're going to keep pushing forward. I think we've got enough electronics. We're going to switch that to metal. Try and improve our metal production, but we're going to call it there for this video because we have hit the limit, time limit. If you like the channel and you want to support it further, check the description below. There's a link to a Patreon site and a link to a virtual coffee site. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out immensely, and I really do appreciate the support. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you think of how I'm playing. Let me know if you want to see more of this, less of it, or none at all on the channel. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts about this game and whether you're liking it or not. And, you know, that'll determine whether it stays on the channel for a while or has a little bit of a short run and disappears, you know, whatever. I'm open to any thoughts and opinions on that, so let me know. I read all the comments answer every comment that warrants an answer as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.